Hello, it's Monday. Don't we all love Monday? Anyway, let's get right to it. My name is Julia Kelleher, and you are watching the 25 Days of Design right here in the Photography Business by Design Facebook group. Welcome. I am so glad that you're here today. We're going to talk all about today time blocking. Yeah, baby. Like my sound effects. So fun. I have to get you pumped for Monday morning, right? Well, I guess it's Monday afternoon for a lot of you. But I want to ask you how you've been spending your day. Have you been spending your day wisely? I should ask. Your time wisely. What have you gotten done today? Do you have yourself a nice little book where you keep track of everything? Are you keeping a time block on your computer where you know exactly what time you're supposed to be doing what? It's an important task to do because as you get more and more into your business, you have to design your time. Now, we've been talking all about all things beautiful inside the 25 days of design. However, today we're going to talk about the beauty of managing your time. I don't think there's anything better than that. Anyway, time is so important because time is money. We all know this. Everybody has 24 hours in a day, and how much productivity occurs in your life is a big factor that depends on that, is how well you manage your time. So I just started doing time blocking about 6 months ago. I can't believe, honestly, that it's taken me 14 years to actually time block. Oh, bad, Julia. But it has changed my life and my business. Thank you for your enthusiasm. I love the thumbs up. Yes, Julia fail. I have not time blocked in years and gotten away with it. However, don't suffer from my pain. Time blocking is one of the best things you can do for your business. So I want to, first of all, tell you why, and then I'm going to show you my time block, and I'm going to post a link to my time block in the comments here at the end so that you can use my time block for your benefit and make it suit your own needs. So you get a little gift with today's Facebook Live. Here's the thing. Time blocking organizes you. It forces you to break down your day into small windows of productivity, almost like back when we were all in high school and college, we had classes in blocks, right? Hi, Amy. It did. She says that this is a great comment. As a matter of fact, oh, I can't share your comment. You won't allow me to share your comment. That's okay. No big deal. She says it showed me that there was more time in the day than she thought. And it's true because back when we were like all in high school, we had time block periods in our day of school. And that was with good reason. Those time blocks forced us to compartmentalize our brain to learn specific topics within specific time periods in the day. And that is how we got through our classes and made progress throughout the semester working on achieving certain milestones in our education. Well, the same thing goes with being in business for yourself. So I want to make a bet with you. I bet, well, now it works. There we go. See, she says, I don't know. That's weird. Don't know why. It's okay. Maybe the second time you comment. Who knows? I'm working with new software. Yeah. Yay! And it allows me to do that. So if now it's working, but maybe it's just the first comment. I'm still learning it too. So no big deal, Amy. I'm so glad you're here. Um, I want you to think of your day, your time. Like we're going to go back to high school here and think of chunking it into periods or schedule. So let me show you mine. Get my computer on board here. Okay, so this is my time block. All right. It is one of the best things that ever happened to me. Why? Because I only do certain things in certain times of the day. About 6 months ago, I decided that I was only going to shoot and work with clients on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay. This was a very valuable line in the sand that I drew because, yes, while I am limiting the number of sessions I take every month, I'm also an instructor. I have two jobs, two businesses, and each is equally important. And when I didn't time block, I would take sessions or shoots literally any morning of the week. I did manage to like time block that into mornings, but I would do it any morning of the week. And it really made my students suffer or my education business suffer. So Now I've come to recognize that I have two businesses. I shoot portrait clients, and then I have my education company, right? My membership, my mastermind that I help other photographers, grow their businesses. Okay. So if I can't rob Peter to pay Paul. So once I start blocking this time out and designing my day efficiently, now I only do shoots on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if I can't fit someone in, I have to push them towards the next week or the next open spot. Same with my sales appointments. Those only occur on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay. Hi, Terry. But my 5CC students get me every single day. Okay. So I'm in the group commenting, helping people with problems and issues, critiquing things in the mornings. And then on Mondays and Wednesday mornings, not every week, but most weeks, I meet live with my students to mastermind, talk about different topics, talk about the core content we're learning. Sometimes it's social, and we just literally get together on a Monday morning and have coffee together. That's sometimes it's social, sometimes it's learning. But this time from 10 to noon, both Monday and Wednesday, is blocked off for my students. Now, like this morning, I didn't have our regular coffee club meeting with my students. So this opened up my time slot here to work on some other things that I was behind on from the last week. Then Monday, so at noon, other than going Facebook Live with you guys, I have my mastermind meeting with my own mastermind group. And then the afternoon, I work on blog, podcasting, Instagram, email campaigns, and then I leave usually around 4 o'clock for personal appointments. Then Wednesday and Friday mornings are saved for client order and images. So whether it be proofing images that came back from the retoucher, whether I'm designing an album or having to order albums and prints or actually print on my printer or frame things, I'm doing that Wednesdays and Fridays with these Tuesday, Thursday clients. Like these are the appointments that I'm dealing with, the orders on Wednesdays and Fridays. Then Wednesday afternoon and Friday afternoons are all set aside for content planning, production and creation, online marketing, new classes I'm trying to develop, new blog posts, weekly content. This is me marketing and forming landing pages, doing new core content for 5CC, new classes, meeting with people in my industry. That's what Wednesday and Friday afternoons are designated for. Now, my schedule is fairly loose. I'm not so strict that I have to schedule down to the last 5 minutes. But by keeping this on my desk, it greatly improves my productivity. Lavana asks, she says, I do this, but only in my brain. Seeing it color-coded like this on a calendar would help a lot. It's huge, Lavana. I think I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm sorry if I haven't. But yeah, it's a huge thing. Like, I can't even tell you, I am not the most organized person in the world. But when I started, I print, it's all nasty and has coffee spilled all over it. But I keep this taped to my computer. And it really does help because I know this is so ghetto. This is basically being in high school. I've had to treat myself like I'm in grade school because I cannot manage my time. And yes, it is partly grade school, but that's what I needed to do to be more productive. Combine that with my bullet journaling. I'm bullet journaling now. So this is my brand new bullet journal. I'm very proud of it. I designed it all in Canva, and then it's printable. So this is my organization. Okay. I have a key. I have my year ahead that I've filled out. I'm just now starting to fill that out. Memories for 2020, but I'm getting off track here. But a bullet journal is an incredible place to organize your life. And when you keep your life organized, there's my weekly time block, which I still have to fill out in here. But basically the document that I just showed you online is going to go here in my time block too. I started filling out my core values. So by keeping myself organized, and then of course I can do all my product research in here. But by keeping my weeks and my months organized, let me back up for you guys. This helps me stay on track with everything that I have to do. Combine that with my time blocking, and my weeks get done in a healthy, productive way. So I would strongly encourage you to set out a time block and say to yourself, okay, when do I want to be doing what? So for you guys, if you just have a portrait business, then chances are you're going to be dealing with shoots. I do newborns, so my shoots are in the morning. I'm dealing with little kids. So my kids are better in the morning, right? So you could designate Monday, Wednesday, Fridays to be client shoots, right? And then maybe a Friday evening and 2 Saturdays a month, so that you're not shooting family sessions every weekend on the evening, when honestly, you'd probably rather go out on a date with your husband or your wife, right? I mean, you'd rather save that for personal time. So draw your line in the sand and say, I am only going to work 2 Saturdays a month to do family portrait sessions or something like this. And then you stick to that. And if it's booked, then you say to yourself, no, it's booked, because here's what happens. When you say yes all the time, then things like your website, your 2021 product line, your marketing, your display partnerships, your vendor relationships, all that begins to like go to the background. It goes on the back burner because you're saying yes to so many other things. You're saying no to those things. So remember, there's only 24 hours in a day. So if you say yes to one thing, it means you're saying no to another. And by time blocking, what you're doing is prioritizing the things in your business that will serve you down the road. So for example, like how many of you have to redo your website? Like just give me a thumbs up or a heart or some kind of reaction if you have to do your website and you've been putting it off. Like just update or redo it or revamp it or whatever. Just something you need to do to your website that you haven't been doing and it's sitting there on the back burner waiting for you. Give me a good old thumbs up. There we go. Yes, I love that. Okay, so there's several of you. When you don't set aside time for it, you are saying no to it. And those updates to your website could really serve you come the spring, right? So you could be getting more clients. Your website might be, with a revamped website, like that could really serve you 4 or 5 months down the road when it's all done and ready to go, right? Every time you say no to that by saying yes to something else, you are putting that off and putting it off and putting it off. And that is getting you very inefficient with your time and you're losing money. So here's the thing, guys. With business, we have long-term goals and short-term goals. And the short-term goals seem really easy. They seem like the quick wins. That's what, I can get that done now. Yes, I mean, this is what my bullet list of all the stuff I have to get done today is sitting here in front of me. Then my big projects are sitting here too. And I'm like, I'm going to get all the little stuff done first, right? Oh, that's the easy stuff. That's the stuff that has to get done. It's due next week, yada, yada, right? Then what happens is, the big project, I have to create a few landing pages. I have to do my podcast content planning for January. And pretty soon it's going to creep up against me, right? And then December, I'm going to be like, oh my God, I have all this podcast content planning that I haven't done yet. And I'm going to be freaking out. And then all of a sudden, that's going to be a priority. If I time block and I say, you know what, Wednesday afternoons is reserved for content planning. So that's when I'm going to start doing my content planning for January for my podcast this coming Wednesday, because I've set an appointment with myself and I've time blocked it. And because it's on my time block, I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Even if I have client orders and other things that need to be done, I'm going to save those for Wednesday morning it's opposite, Friday morning, because that's when it's on my time block. Okay? So when you make appointments with yourself, it's just like being in high school again and having periods of classes. You have math class Monday and Wednesday afternoons from 1 to 2, right? You're not going to do math on Tuesdays or, we procrastinate, but the whole reason that our teachers time blocked our schedule like that was to get us on a system so that we would make progress over the long haul, right? Jackie, you're so right. She goes, all these truth bombs I need to hear. And I managed to survive for 14 years without time blocking. However, the benefit of time blocking and managing my life with a planner has been, I get so much more done now. Like people ask me, Julia, how do you get so much done? Like, you're crazy. Like, how can you do all this? My sister says the same thing to me. She's like, Julia, you just get so much done. It's because of time blocking and my bullet journal. So When you sign up for, you're going to get my entire printed journal for free. Yes, very cool. In the coming weeks, it's going to get released to everybody who joins us for our 2021 business planning webinar coming up the beginning of November. You guys all know we're launching 5cc. It's gonna open. I'm not gonna have any secrets about that. But in the meantime, we're doing these 25 days of design. We're doing the perfected product line, and we're doing our 2021 business planning and getting off on the right foot next year. Of course, that all leads up to our 5cc mastermind membership opening up. But you're going to get some amazing free content in the meantime, even if you don't plan on joining us in 5cc. So this will all come as a complimentary gift. 2020, I seriously want to just kick it to the curb. I'm already starting clearly on 2021 because I just don't even want 2020 to exist anymore. And I think if I just do this, it'll magically go away. But at least I'm planning, and in doing so, setting my business up for success in 2021 simply by focusing on this now, time blocking for efficiency and profitability. Okay. So let's see. Bev asked the question, do you mix the planner and time blocking with Bujo? Yes, this is a Bujo. Okay. I used to be on a, let's see, do I have it around here? Yes, no, wait. Yes, right here. I used to be on this is my 2020 Bujo. It is a book-bound Bujo, as you can see. It is, I wasn't very good about filling it out because the pages would get all mixed up and I wasn't using the index at all. So, see that my index is empty. But the book-bound really bothered me because I couldn't take pages out. I started getting really messy in here, and I wanted to add pages where I couldn't to keep things organized. So I switched to a planner that is self-printed. And if you can see there, the bullet, the dot grid is still on the paper. I print it out. So just to show you guys, I'm very excited about this because, you know, I spent all weekend designing it. So hang on, let me get out of 5cc here and go to Canva. I will show you guys what I created. So this is a 50-page bullet journal spread that can be customized and printed for your own studio. And this is what I just showed you in my book. So you can do all your album research. I have spreads for, you know, deciding what albums you want to do. I have spreads for, it's loading still here, wall art that you want to do. And so you can research this with the companies during our Perfected Product Line Challenge. Of course, books to read, your reading log, podcasts you're listening to, movies, location scouting. So say, for example, you're scouting different locations and you want to know, like, okay, there might be some site challenges here, or the light isn't that great at a certain time of day. It's best for seniors or kids, or what the mileage is to get there so that you can charge appropriately for mileage and things like that. So like I said, you can reprint these over and over and over again and add them to your collections. There's session checklists for what you need for on-location sessions, your wish lists for your gear, camera, lighting equipment, props, backgrounds. And then, of course, if you're with us in 5cc, your 5cc core content tracker, you know, what class and module you're in, where your progress is in the class, online meeting dates where we'll be meeting on this particular topic that you need to remember, key takeaways, assignments you need to complete, project planners. So like if you're doing your website, how to do your project, what resources and tools you need, brainstorming, to-do list, and then of course your dream mentors. If you want to mentor with someone, you can write that down, or online classes that you want to buy, things like that, and then a decision-making sheet. So I have so much trouble making decisions. I have to like write the pros and cons. So you can write the problem down here, list all the pros, all the cons, and then make up your decision and write it down here, because I truly think that the more you keep a track of this, then when you go to make another decision in the future, you'll look at past decisions you've made, and it helps you make decisions easier, faster, and more efficiently with more profitability in mind. So yeah, so then of course you can customize it for each month. So, and then mark which month it is and write down your goals and reprint this as much as you want. So like I said, this entire 50-page spread is going to go as a free gift to folks who show up for our planning webinar. And that will take place starting November 9th, I believe. But anyway, in the meantime, designing your time, I truly think, and having a weekly time block is so important to making sure that long-term projects get done and not just finishing short-term projects and bailing. So all too often what I would do is, let me stop sharing here, is I would make a list of everything I had to do, and then I would mark off the easy to get fast, quick to get done stuff, and then I'd be like, I'm done, I'm out of here. Like, I'm leaving, this is so great. Knowing there were long-term projects on my list, and I'm like, oh, I'll just do it later. I just do it, because there was no set time. So things like my website would take a year for me to complete, because it would finally have to get to such a breaking point that I'd be like, oh my God, I just have to do it. And then I would literally spend like 3 months doing it nonstop. And then I'd be sick of the project and hate it. And it wouldn't turn out as well by the time I was done with it, because I'd be so frustrated, right? Well, now with this and with time blocking, I go, oh, Jules, your website's on your list. Okay, that's going to be your project for your time block on Wednesday. And even if I only get a little bit done, at least I'm making forward progress. And then week after week after week, finally it's done. And I don't have that stress and pressure of these big projects hanging over my head that aren't getting done. So on top of that, I have a sense of pride knowing that it was completed well and not all in one huge chunk at the last minute where I'm just throwing it up there and hoping it sticks, right? Everything is thought through. I can go back the next week and say, oh, I worked on my website last week, but you know what? I want to make a couple changes on that page now that I've looked at it for a week. Do you know what I'm saying? So slow, steady progress over a long haul wins the race. And you feel more confident knowing that you're getting things done and making progress. And when you're blocked off like this, you go, okay, I got to work 9 to 5. And, just like I was in school, I got to go to math class at 1 o'clock. Okay, that's 1 o'clock. Just do it. And then the next trick from there is you're kind of feeling unmotivated and you're like, oh man, this really sucks. I gotta do my stuff. I don't want to. I'm feeling unmotivated. This really stinks. Then you say to yourself, I am going to spend 5 minutes just working on this project on my website. I'm just going to spend 5 minutes starting to cull images from the last month that are portfolio images that should go on my website. 5 minutes. All I have to do is spend 5 minutes. Okay. Well, then what happens is you get into it for 5 minutes and you're like, oh, I've got more. And then you start to slowly get motivated. It's like going to the gym. Just get your gym clothes on and get in the car and you'll go work out, right? Well, maybe I've been known to stop for coffee and then never go to the gym, but you get my point. Once you're at the gym, you just get on the treadmill and go. And then it's kind of a drain, but then once you get going, you're like, okay, my endorphins are starting and I can actually do this. So it just takes 5 minutes of actually engaging in the activity to get the motivation growing again. You can make motivation. You don't have to wait for it. You can make it. Quote of the day, right? Awesome. Okay. So Bev asked, do I ever mix the planner time with Bujo? And it is. It's exactly mixed. And that's why I went to this disc bound system. So these are, the paper just comes right out. So I can move my bookmark anytime I want and then just pop it right back in. And so I can move sheets of paper around and it makes it so much easier. And everybody asked me, does it fall out? No, it does not fall out at all. Okay. So let's see here. I'm going to take more comments. Carita says, wow, you're really making it hard to find reasons not to get things done and sorted. It is. Once you realize, you're like, okay. Love the journal. Thank you so much. I can list my resources for this if you guys want. I literally just put this one together. It's new. This is what I did last year, bookbound. This is what I'm doing this year. And the cool thing is you can get, it has an inbox system. This is even better. Okay. So one of my problems was I really wanted to keep my Bujo nice and neat. But when I remembered something, I would just scribble it down because I don't want to lose it, right? Well, the inboxing system is fabulous. So Tool, luggage company, makes these like little Post-it notes that are on a disc-bound system here. So as you can see, all my phone calls I have to make back, I can take this sticky, pull it off here because it's a sticky, and put it on my reminders tab. on my what I call my inbox. So I can scribble there, put it on my inbox, and then when I have a little bit of time, transfer this into my bullet journal neatly. Or I don't even have to because this is just a phone call thing, but it's a reminder for me. And I just keep here. So they call this front page or your front divider a they call it an inbox. Okay, it's just a plastic sheet with a divider on it. Okay, and I put my little reminders magnet down there at the bottom. Okay, and yeah, it is. Lavenna says it's genius. It is genius. I agree 100%. And Becky, holy yes on projects, right? It is so true. But by switching to this, I can take paper in and out. And then it also has back here a little folder. So I love stickers and washi tape. I do love to draw, but I don't have the time for it. Like, I'm not going to draw a beautiful, pretty bullet journal. But I will put some cute stickers in or washi tape. So it has this little pocket folder. And then it has like a business card holder back here. Tool makes these where they're little business card holders. And I thought, oh, it'd be so fun just to print fun sayings or, do inspirational quotes or my own business cards because I'm always forgetting my own business cards. Does anybody else have that problem? Yes, bad problem. Anyway, yeah, so it's a great system, the inboxing system. I love to be able to put washi tape and stickers. I have all kinds of cute little washi tapes, and I just tape a little piece on my page just to make it look pretty, depending what mood I'm in. And yeah, I mean, I do draw, but I started drawing flowers this weekend on a side note. Look at how I've got this amazing book called How to Draw Flowers. So I started here. This is where I started when I was first going through the book. I'm like, oh man, I really suck. Well, then I went to here, this side, and then I went to here. So this is me like learning to draw flowers literally in an hour from a book, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So that's the nice thing about a bullet journal too, is that it's not all full of marked pages. It can be just blank, bullet journal page with just the dot grid on it, and you can draw or doodle or journal or get your thoughts out. It's a mix. It's all for you. So that's the fun part of it. Karina asked, where can I get the binder, if that's what it's called? Let me show you. You guys want some resources? So fun. Okay, let's go to, this was what was this? This was Perfect Planner. Perfect Planner is where my planner is from, I believe. Designs by, is this it? Hang on, gotta check. Planner Perfect. Is that what it is? No, Talia. Sorry. This is Talia. Talia Planners. Where is it? Hang on, let me search again. Talia Planners. Here we go. Talia Planner. So mine is a disc-bound notebook, okay? So I got the leather one. I'm just letting it load here. So I got the premium kit, and then I changed out my discs. So you can buy discs separately, the little discs that go on the spine. Boy, this is really slow. It must be because I'm Lavina says, girl, I am so happy I found you and all your systems. You are making my life so much better. I'm so glad, Lavana. It's amazing, isn't it? Lynn says, I love this book. Thank you so much. Yes, so this is the premium planner. It comes in black. I got it in gray. I think I just saw it. It popped off but the premium planner is the one you want. And the one I got was gray and fully leather. This is the one I did. Premium planner, cool gray. So that's what I purchased. And it does come with some stuff inside of it. But I replaced all that and printed my own sheets and did printer insert paper that I did on my own. So Tool Planners. Tool is actually a luggage company, but Office Depot sells all their disc-bound notebooks, and they're really nice too. I would totally have bought a Tool. And they have some that don't have things on the cover, but the Tool accessories are what are super fun. So let me just figure out note-taking, disc-bound note-taking systems. There we go. So the Tool ones are super nice. They have leather. And they have a bunch of different accessories. So look for things like dividers, look for their pen holders, look for, like these dividers are nice. But you have to make sure you get the size right because they come in different sizes. This is half letter size, just so you know. American half letter. So basically, you can print an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper with this, or you can take, or I should say, take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, chop it exactly in half, and run it through the printer with my designed system, and it'll be perfect for you to use in your own business. Okay, so yes, Chelsea says, highly recommend tool. Chelsea is on live. I love you, Chelsea. Chelsea is my VA, and she is fabulous and helps me with all you guys. So yeah, the sticky notes are from Tool, again, T-U-L. And then the little bookmarks and stuff are from Martha Stewart disc-bound system, like these little cute divider things. Has a little bunny rabbit on it. It's kind of fun. That comes from Martha Stewart. And then you can get printable paper inserts, like with the bullet dot grid system on it. You can buy those as inserts separately on Amazon, or you can just print it yourself like I did. And then, of course, washi tape. I just went to Hobby Lobby and Michael's and got cute washi tape that I liked. And voila, it's an easy way to time block, create lists, get yourself organized, feel like you're making progress. And my daily thing has just a remember. You can either do an appointment in here, or say, for example, you need to get a gift for someone for a birthday. You can write in white pen right there. I just did my word of the day. Progress, make progress today. That was like the word that popped in my head this morning. So you can just put a quote, you can put a inspiring word, you can put, don't forget to get a gift for mom. There's all kinds of things. Then, of course, all my appointments. And then at the bottom is a reflections section. So right at the end of the day, I usually just write a sentence like, good day today, or I need to make progress on this tomorrow, or, something happened personally that I want to remember, or I had a fight with a friend, or, just simple reflections, a sentence or two. I used to keep a really long journal when I was in high school, and no one got time for that right now with a busy life, but I still want to look back and go, oh yeah, that was the day they stole our trailer and we got our stuff back. Like I just want to be able to go back and remember all that. And so this kind of went from time blocking into journaling as well. But I highly recommend doing both systems, both a planner of some kind and your time blocking, to help keep your business organized and on track. And I stated the reasons why this will help you so much in your business. So here's your assignment. This week, I'm going to post mine here in the Facebook group, so you can take mine and play with it, okay? And move it around and do what you want. It's a Pages document, so I can do it in Word as well, I think. I'm not sure if it'll be that customizable in Word, but we can try. And I want you to print yours out and take a picture of it on your computer and post it here in the Facebook group. I want to see that you're time blocking, and then stick to it. Okay, my friends? Hope that helped you. Or if there's no other questions, we'll go ahead and pop on out of here and let things go wild for the rest of the day. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad you're here. Tomorrow, let's see. Tomorrow, what are we talking about? Let's look at my calendar. Hang on one second. Social media. Chelsea probably knows. She just wrote it out. Image composition and its meaning tomorrow. So we're going to talk about the PowerPoints tomorrow and what they mean and how you can affect the emotion of your images simply by placing your subjects in specific areas of your composition. So we will talk all about that tomorrow. We're going to do wall galleries this week. We are also going to do, not wall galleries, wall shelf design. So how to do a wall shelf with trinkets as well as images. Trinkets meaning like vases and layering photographs and different textures and things like that. We're doing like an image composition, then shooting marketing vignettes. So how to shoot vignettes for your own marketing, creating a wall shelf, and then lay flat design is on Friday. So how to do flat lays, lay flats. Is it flat lays or lay flats? Yeah. Anyway. Max says, thank you. Have a beautiful week. Thank you. Lavena says, thank you. I appreciate your kind words, everyone. Thank you. And I will see you all tomorrow right here at noon. Thanks, everyone. Don't forget to sign up for the Perfected Product Line Challenge. I will post a link to that in the Facebook group today by this afternoon. You can all sign up for it. Okay? Talk soon. Bye-bye, everyone.